Hello, Eagle Mountonians. My name is Thaddeus. I am the Eagle Mountain Arts Alliance Marketing Director. And I've got to say that one of the things that has really bugged me about this whole coronavirus is I don't have anyone to talk to about the TV that I watch. That's one of the things that I think all of us love about going to work is not actually working, but it's talking about the stuff that we do in our lives. Just like when we come home from work, we talk to our families about what uh, you know, what we did at work. And so now that we're all stuck home with our families who watch the same television shows that we watch, it's kind of hard to, I don't know, you want to share with people around you what you're watching, right? And so I've been thinking about this, and I've been thinking about like talking about the television shows that we watch, and I love binging on a good TV show. I think we all do. It's one of like everyone's shared guilty pleasure in life, and one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is that there's a number of TV shows that if you're stuck at home and you have to watch TV with your kids, the goal is to watch TV that you will find enjoyable, right? But that is still appropriate for your kids. And so I've come up with a list of 5 TV shows that if you have cable, you might already know these. If you have Disney Plus, you might already know these. I think I'm drawing from mostly Disney Plus and Hulu. Since we are Utah, I feel like those are probably like streaming platforms that a lot of you have. And so I gotta say, first and foremost, you should be watching the new series of DuckTales. Now, if you're my age, so you were born in the late 80s, you were born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. 90s was like the golden age of cartoons. DuckTales, the new series, is amazing. It has a lot of the nostalgia from the old series, but at the same time, it's fun for most people. It has people like David Tennant. So if you're like, who's David Tennant? Doctor Who, right? And if you know who David Tennant is, you should be watching this anyways, because David Tennant is a great actor. He plays Scrooge McDuck. It's awesome. And what's great about this is it's a fun show that is engaging enough for your kids. It's fun. It's simple. It's silly. It's still got that Disney humor. It's still got the DuckTales humor, but it's got a storyline that is still really engaging and still really, really good. I absolutely love it, and I recommend it. Right now, we just finished with my family season 1. We're starting season 2 probably tonight or tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow. They've watched a lot of TV already, but it's great. It's a great show. Now, additionally, hello, Mustafa. Welcome. Additionally, the next show that I want to mention is it's already out. I mean, it only had a 2-season run, but it is hands down one of the most enjoyable shows that I've ever watched. It's on Disney Plus now, but it was on Disney HD or XD for a long time, and that is Gravity Falls. Okay, Gravity Falls tells the story of these 2 siblings, twins, going to live with their uncle in a place called the Mystery Shack. Now, the idea here is take the X-Files and kind of dumb it down to a children's level. That's essentially what we're dealing with. And it's these 2 kids who go to this really crazy, weird place in Oregon to live with their uncle, and hilarity ensues. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful, and I highly recommend this as a show. Now, there are a few moments of kind of intense silliness, and so like I watch it with my young children. I've got a 4-year-old, and she loves it, but not every 4-year-old does. And there's still within this series, not every 4-year-old is going to love every episode. So keep that in mind if you're watching this. But I absolutely love it, and it's a great show. And if you are kind of a pop culture like aficionado, then this is right up there. It's one of those shows that uh, makes it's self-referential. It's self-deprecating. It's really well done, but it also connects to like the larger world as a whole. It's really really an enjoyable show. Um, the third one, and this is again, I've got daughters. Tangled the series. I don't like necessarily watching all the princess movies with my daughters. I do because I've spending time with my kids, but Tangled the series is actually a really interesting show, and it's the life and times of Rapunzel and then Flynn Rider and the whole crew, and it's a really fun show, and it's something that a lot of kids can get into. There's strong male like roles, and there's strong female roles, and it's a really well balanced cartoon that I enjoy. And what's fun about it is that not only does it kind of like tell these stories, but it also I don't know, it also engages kids. It's just really a good show. Now, it's definitely one that I recommend. It's a lot of fun, and my kids have loved it. They really have. Now, the next one that I'm going to recommend is definitely one that you should look into first. It's called Star versus the Forces of Evil. I want to say that it's on Disney XD, but I also think it's on Hulu. It's a very fun show. It's about a normal boy who all of a sudden plays house sitter, or he invites what do you call those, a exchange student into his home. But this exchange student is a princess with magical powers from another dimension. It is a very interesting show. It has finished its run. I believe there were 5 seasons. This is one that has had a little bit of drama around it when it comes to cartoons. It's definitely not for everyone, and some people won't recommend it, but I do. It's got a great message. The stories are really well done, and they're a lot of fun. They're silly. But at the same time, there's kind of like weight to certain episodes. It highlights a lot of moments, a lot of things that, I don't know. It's just a really good show, and it's really well done. But I do want to stress that it is not for everyone, and that not every person is going to like this. So please, before you just put it on and leave the room, read about it. Right? I do. I love it. My kids are okay with it. My wife and I are okay with showing it with my kids. It's totally fine for us, but it's one of those things that not everyone is okay with. Now, finally, and this is my this is the thing that I love the most. For those of you who know me personally, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. In fact, I went to Home Depot today, and I bought a few things to build my own lightsaber, and I want it to be functional. But I'm a Star Wars fan, huge Star Wars fan. I have my own YouTube channel for it, my own website that I sometimes post on. Disney Plus has revamped or revitalized the 7th and final season of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Now, this is the season that is meant to bridge the gap or finalize the story of Ahsoka Tano, and kind of lead into the Anakin's fall. Now, this is a lot of fun. I love it. Now, Disney Plus, they do it every Friday. They are 8 episodes in of a 12-run series. It is meant to just kind of like finalize some storylines. But if you're not familiar, if you didn't know that it was out there, I want you to know now. It's great. The first 4 episodes are phenomenal. I personally kind of struggled with the last 3. They're fun, but I may have overanalyzed them. But the final 4, or the last 4, and the final 4 are going to be focusing on the Siege of Mandalore. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, don't be like, oh, well, I don't know. Lots of people don't, and that's fine. But if you're a Star Wars fan, if you liked the Clone Wars, the series, if you watched it when you were younger and you're like, oh, it's gone, so many things were left unanswered, Here are going to be some of your answers. Now, obviously, all of these shows are on Disney Plus or Hulu. There's also some great programming on Netflix and I don't know, like all the other ones. But what I encourage you, outside of like these 5 shows, tell me what shows you're watching, right? Talk to your neighbors. What are you enjoying? And you know, keep this safe 6 feet distance. But talk to your neighbors. What is it that you're enjoying? You don't have to be alone. Let's share the stuff that we enjoy, and we all love watching television. We may say that we don't, but we do. All of us do. And so let's share that. Here are just 5 cartoons that I think that you will enjoy as an adult watching with your kids, right? They're kid friendly. They're great. My kids love them. I love watching with them. Like today, as I was watching DuckTales with my daughters, I've told them time and time again, I'm like, one of the reasons I love DuckTales so much was the pirate Don Carnage, and he was a pirate in the series. And like when I woke up this morning, my daughters were watching. They're like, Dad, Don Carnage is in the new episodes of DuckTales. I was like, what? That's awesome. So like we watched it, but those are the 5 ones that I suggest. But what I suggest more is on a platform like this. What is it that you're watching? What is it that you're engaging with? Share these things with your neighbors, your community groups, your neighborhood groups. Share with the world of Eagle Mountain or the world outside. And so we can share with each other. These are the 5 that I've been watching with my kids, and I've loved them. I've thought it was great. Community arts, I mean, you might be like, TJ, why are you talking about Disney Plus? Because I need to talk to someone about the TV that I'm watching. I miss that. I miss going to work and talking to people about that stuff. And I'm sure you do too. So if there's something that you're watching, put it in the section below and share this post. If there are 5, if you know someone who would benefit from watching these 5 cartoons or whatever, you know, let us know. Just because we don't have to just because we can't go out doesn't mean we can't stay together, can't be together, can't talk together. So let me know. These are the 5 that I'm watching with my family. What are the 5 that you're watching? What TV shows are you watching? And let's talk about it. Let's share. Maybe there's something that I'm missing that you're like, oh, TJ, you'd love this. I love cartoons. I love television. Share with me what it is you think that I would like. So, other than that, guys, thanks for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. This has just been a really quick Facebook Live video. I hope you guys are doing well, and I look forward to this pandemic ending so that we can go out and talk about the stuff that we're watching on television. Stay safe, stay happy, smile, because there's still good things in the world. So, go Eagle Mountain. I don't know how to sign off for this yet, but go Eagle Mountain.